Manx Museum is 100 years old this year. It is home to an extraordinary collection of artefacts and archives that help tell the story of the Isle of Man and its people. To celebrate our centenary, we have curated a special exhibition and podcast, Museum 100, which will feature a kaleidoscope of treasures from our collections.
My name is Sarah Christian and I am a Library and Archives Assistant at Manx National Heritage at the Manx Museum. I want to talk about a beautiful plan that we hold in the collection, recently digitised and available to view on our iMuseum website. It seems that the plan, dated 1799, was used in a court case where Alicia Qualtrough was in dispute with Edward Moore Gawne, later Speaker of the House of Keys. Edward Moore Gawne's father was Edward of Ballagorn, and he'd been left the land by Jane Qualtrough. In a deed, Jane refers to him as relative and friend, although I haven't been able to work out how they might be related. Strandhall Farm appears on the plan, but there's no sign of a substantial dwelling at Kentraw, which seems to back up the assumption that the big house was built by the Gawnes, not the Qualtroughs. The plan came into us from the Rolls Office many years ago. The drawing is beautiful and has some field names marked like Creganmore Gary and Crot Yemi. As well as noting other landowners, it has geographical figures such as the rookery and the warren marked on it. You can still see the active rabbit holes as you drive along the shore road at Gansey. Also interesting is the man who surveyed the land and made the drawing. John Corris was from an old Peel family. He was educated at the mathematical school in Peel, studying under the first master, Richard Wilson. We hold some of Wilson's surveys too. There was a trend for the poorly paid masters of the school to undertake private commissions whilst teaching their pupils the same science. In 1784, John drew the oldest known plan of Peel, of which we have a photograph, but no one knows where the original went to. John Corris moved across to work as a surveyor for Earl Spencer, forebear of Lady Diana Spencer. In 1787 he drew maps for the Earl of Wandsworth in London, and there are plans by Corris in the British Library in the so-called Althorpe Papers. Corris returned to his native island and died in 1804. The plan has stories to tell about old Manx families and Manx surveyors, but is a stunning thing in its own right.